people talk about the Super Tuscan wines, but what are they, and why are they super? In the late 1970s, a small group of Tuscan winemakers began to experiment with new varieties of French grapes, as well as new methods of cultivation. They were not following the traditional blending laws for the region and could therefore not use the certification DOC, Denominazione di Origine Controllata, as a quality trademark. These new wines were simply labeled Vino da Tavola, table wine, a term ordinarily reserved for lower quality wines. American wine journalists couldn't bring themselves to call these important and expensive wines Vino da Tavola, and instead came up with the term Super Tuscan, a nickname that has since been adopted by the Italians themselves. Today the Super Tuscans are the top wines in the IGT category, Indicazione Geografica Tipica, typical regional wine. The expert wine tasters of the most important wine guides determine this status, although it's often the price that is the deciding factor. Piero Antinori made the first wine described as a Super Tuscan, the Tignanello. He followed the example of the experiments of Tenuta San Guido winery while making one of today's most famous wines, the Sassicaia. The most important zone of production of the Super Tuscans is Bolgheri, located along the Tuscan coast in the province of Livorno. The Super Tuscans don't follow any restrictions and can therefore be made with any variety of grapes, either blended or pure. At the end of the day, it's the creativity of the winemaker that makes the difference between a wine and a super wine. From Pittigola e Cantina, Tuscan Wines, Sara Järv, C10.